Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making a journaling card. Well, not really a card, like a booklet? I don't know what you want to call it. But that's what we're making today. And, yeah, it's 4 pieces of paper with tabs, okay? But I'm using a file folder. I'm using this collection I got from Ollie's because everything matches really well and we want it to match. So I pulled out 4 pieces of paper and we're going to use the We Are tab punch board. And let's just get started, shall we? I'm not going to lie, this is the 3rd time I'm filming this video because I ended up ripping the journal card bad, accidentally. So we are going to trim this down to 8 to get rid of the tab because we have to make our own tabs. These ones are used, so, and there we go. And we're just going to cut some pieces here. We're going to cut, how big is this? Gonna cut 5 inches off of. We want this to be 5 inches, so we're gonna cut this off. We're gonna flip and do the same. We're gonna keep this base one intact. That way we don't have to add anything to it. So we don't have to cut it, score it, add it back on. You know what I mean? So we have this, and then this will be cut into a tab, and then that way I don't have to score it and everything to get it on here. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. I'll show you what I mean then. And then we need so we're gonna cut this off. That's 5, and we need 4 inch by 5 inch, and then we need one more piece, and I don't think I have it big enough. Do I have spare somewhere? I might. Let's see, what size is this? So we need 6 inch by 4.5. Oh, perfect. So let's cut this to 6. Okay, so we have all those. Let me put that in my drawer. So now we have this 5 by 7 double piece. Okay, we have 4.5 by 6, and we have 4 by 5. Let's get our scoreboard out and score the pieces we need to score. And we need to score this one and this one at 1/4 of an inch. So you're going to put it on the 4.5 inch side. So 4.5 up here. See, 4.5, and then score at 1/4. And since it's the thicker, I do it on the other side. Now you want to do it at the 4 inch side, not the 5. You want it to be the 4 going across, and score at 1/4 of an inch. Easy peasy. This one's already connected, so we don't have to worry about that. So what we're going to do is cover, oh, I put them away. I'm like, what did I do with everything? We're going to cover this one first, the outside flat, because I want to punch it and make a tab. So let's do that for the base, then that, then that, then this, or opposite. Let's do this, this, and this. Sure, sounds good. So I'm going to just put glue on the outside of this paper here. And I'm going to line it up because I don't feel like trimming it out. Why don't I feel like trimming it out? Because human error means that I could trim it wrong. And then I have to do it again and again and again. And we don't want to do that. So we're just going to put glue down and line it up. And then burnish. I'm keeping this side blank for journaling spots. Okay? So that side's going to be blank. And now all we do is trim this out. Okay. Alright, so that is trimmed out, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to use this and punch a tab. So for this it says side tabs here, you put this piece which gets stored here, right here, and then you punch and it puts that there. Take it out and then you move it, you flip it and you move it. So you have a small, medium, and large. I think I'll go with the medium and punch. Okay? Then you take this here and you put this down. This has this little nub and then a razor blade. The nub goes in this track and you line it up and you cut it. Okay? And then over here is a corner rounder. So you're just going to put it in and round the corner. So there we have our first flap. Alright? So now we need to make our other flaps. And we'll go with this size next. And I'm just going to put it on. Now you will see this paper here. I can cover it, and that's what I'll end up doing is I'll cover it. But this one I'm going to put on first, and then that way I can just cover it. It's what I should have done with this one. I was not thinking about it. I also don't mind paper piecing and covering. That doesn't bother me either. But what are we going to do for this top one? I guess we'll do this blue one for the top. So all I'm going to do is do the same thing. Put glue down. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because I want the tabs covered also. I don't want naked tabs. And I don't want to have to cut it to fit tabs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to do that extra work of cutting all around this. Does that make sense to you? Makes sense to me. It's extra work when you can just, and I would want the tabs covered anyway. So this is how I'm doing it. So what I'm going to do, trim this out, and then what I'll do is do the tab, and then I will attach it to the next piece, and then do the same thing with the next piece. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to take this, and these over here are, I'm guessing, inches over, because it's for the center. So if you want to do a centered tab, you line it up. Since this one's over here, and this is the top one, I think I'm just going to make the tab on this edge. So to do that, put it in, you flip it backwards, and you punch. And then I'm going to do the medium size again, punch it, and there you go. And then line it up, put the nub in the track, and there you go. And corner round, and it's done. I'm going to trim this little bit off. It's bothering me. There we go. There was like white up at the top for some reason. Now we're going to take this and I'm going to attach it to this. So this is attached, and then when I cover it, I will flip it out and cover. Okay? And we don't need this piece anymore, so let's get rid of that. And get our tape on. Okay. And when we put this on, we got to make sure we put it on so that it still folds over. We don't want anything obstructing. Let me burnish that really good. It wasn't flat enough. Same with this one. All right. We don't want to put it in super far, is basically. We want it right on the edge. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to put it here in the middle. And we're going to add it right to the edge of that file folder. Burnish it really good. And now I'm going to make sure, look at that, I did not get all the way to the edge. You want it all the way to the edge. So we're just going to see if we can peel this off. This is the only crappy thing about using the tape is you can't easily pull it off to make sure you have it on right. So just make sure you have it on right. If it can bend backwards, it's good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece here and glue, glue, glue. And cover this piece. And line it up as best as we can. There we go. All right, and then trim this one. Come on. Jeez Louise. This is my last video till after Christmas. Then I have videos for after Christmas. Okay, so now that I have to film, but this is my last video till for the next 5 days that I have to film. Everything else is already filmed. Okay, so here we go. Here we have that. And now we're going to take this and we're going to punch a tab, and we're just going to pick a spot. So here, so we're going to go to this 6 medium, actually go over 1, okay, and then go back to the medium again because that's the size tabs we've been using this whole time, and push that up there. What is going on? Okay, and here. There we go. I don't know, I did not have that in the track right, so let me trim that off. All right. I can't get to it with my big scissor. Yep, that was not in the track right. I heard it immediately. Did you guys hear it? All right, so we have that, and then put this down and do these corners. Now I do have a corner rounder. I could easily use my corner rounder. However, this one has one built in, which is nice. All right, now we need to put some tape here and add it on to this one. Burnish the tape, and I'm going to miter this one a little bit and peel it off. And once again, what do we have to do, folks? Make sure that it is exactly where it's supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. It's not interfering with the score mark, basically. So now we have this, this, and this. We just have to cover this. And I'm going to use this big flower print. So I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. Let's flip that over. And I'm going to go to this edge here. Come on. There we go. I also have to cover the back, but I think I'm going to cover the back with the pink polka dot and not use the same floral print. Okay, let me trim this a little better. I struggled a little bit trimming that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is cover the back, and then we can do the corners. So I'm going to just cover the back, and then we will punch the corners. Yeah, when I was making it earlier, I ripped the crap out of the base, and then it was like, there's no fixing this. Like, I can make mistakes in a video. I'm not ashamed of mistakes I make. It's human error. We make mistakes. We're not perfect, but it was beyond fixable. So I was like, oh man, now I gotta start over, which is fine. But yeah, I guess the whole thing tore. It was bad. It was bad. I'm just going to there we go. So we have this, and I just have to cover that. Let's go around the corners. Okay, so now we're done with this, and we're done with this, but we do need something to paper piece with. I just want to put a piece of paper over here, and then that is done, and we can decorate. But what paper should I use? Let's see, what kind of scraps? Do I have any scraps in here? This, but we've already used that. And I have this. That would just be weird. That would just be weird. I guess I should use something I've already used, right? Alright, so I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to trim it with my trimmer after I put away my scoreboard so I don't drop my scoreboard because it was propped against my trimmer. Okay, so we need a piece that is, let's just trim this off here. I am like struggling right now. Let's get it off of there. Alright, let's just trim this down, and then we will trim, this is what, 5 inches, so let's trim an inch off, okay, and then 7 inches. There we go. And then we're just going to glue this here. Okay. But like I said, if I was doing this again, I would remember to do it the way that I did the first one. which means, I will show you what I mean, hold on, which means this one gets covered and punched first, gets glued onto this piece, then this piece gets covered and punched, then it gets glued onto this piece, and then this piece gets covered and punched, and it's already attached to this piece. That's what I would do, but I don't mind the paper piecing. It breaks up. This is a big piece of polka dot, so it kind of breaks up the polka dot. And now we're going to decorate it a little bit. Let's see what I have in here. This one was a weird paper pad. I don't know. This is old. When was this from? Does it say? 2019, so it's not that old. But this one was weird because like every few pages were cut aparts. Every few pages. I found that to be strange because it's not something that you normally see. And of course the cut apart page, oh, here was a bunch of scraps. The cut apart page I cut out was the same one I have already done. And this one is all about being a friend. So we're going to use this one. I don't think there's really anything. I can use that one. And then the rest of them are thank you. Lots and lots of thank yous. So we will use this one here and some from here. And we'll decorate. So this is what we have. I think I will use this one on the front. Because I can trim this down a little. Let's trim it down a little bit. Okay. There we go. So we'll put that one there. And then you could label the tab if you would want to. Then we need something for here. So what about, hope the sun shines down on you today? That one sounds good. What do you think? I'm just going to cut that out. See how it fits on here. It fits good. These are just simple decorations. You can decorate it however you want. You can use whatever paper you want. You can do whatever you want. You can make it vintage looking, which would be really nice. But this paper was just sitting here. I just got it. And these are a lot of I think I'm going to use these two up here. This hello, hello, hello. And this envelope with the flowers. That's what I'm going to use. Perforated, but I'm gonna like give you a little clue about the perforated crap. First of all, it's not perforated in the right spot, and it leaves those things. It leaves the perforations on your paper if you don't trim them off. Okay, so I have this, and did I not have? Let me see. There are other scraps in here. Let's use this black. And what I'm going to do is glue it on and trim it out. Especially for this one because it's pink on pink. So this one I'm going to glue and I'm going to trim. Okay, so hello, hello, hello. And then I guess we should also do the same for that one. I'm just going to use this because it's right here. When I'm done here, I have to edit all these videos that I have to edit, and I have to upload them, and then I have to go paint the bathroom. Fun times. Because yes, for some reason, I'm the person who's like, let's paint the bathroom right before Christmas. Well, I mean, honestly, I've been wanting to paint the bathroom because it hasn't been painted in like 20 years. But, however, this is an old house. And we don't have an exhaust fan because back in the day, you didn't have to have an exhaust fan when this house was built. So, it kind of, we'll just go with that. It gets moldy because there's no exhaust fan. And when I tell you the cost of how much it would cost to put an exhaust fan in, you would probably, like, have a little bit of a moment. It's a lot of money. And there's other things that need to be done for this house first. Like we need insulation in the attic. There's just not enough insulation in the attic. And that last time we got a quote was $1,500, and that was before the world came to a screeching halt. So God knows how much it would cost now. These are all like thinking of you, get better soon stuff. What else do we got? Thank you for being a friend. You are my reason. Okay. This one right here. I think everybody, actually, I'm not gonna use that one. I am going to put it in my journal because really it's something that I need to hear, which is put your positive pants on. This is going in my journal for today because it's been a week. So put that over there with my journal because I did just fill my journal with me, so it's down here. And I'm going to use this white one that says, stay close to people who make you feel like sunshine. Okay. All right, so trim all this. Make sure it's straight. And then put that there. I have to burp my bottle. My bottle, the lid was too tight. So if your glue ever comes out the tip, just loosen the cap. Okay, there you go. And here it is. This is very cute. I really like it. You clean up all this crud. Get it away so you can see better with a clear, cleaned up desk. I still have to do my December daily for today. I don't even think I had anything going on yesterday to even December daily talk about. So that'll be fun. That's the only thing that I've been struggling with this year is that there's just not a lot. I don't have a lot going on. Okay, here we go. Everything's put away. So there we go. So this was 4x5 scored at a quarter, 4.5 by 6 scored at a quarter, And this was 10 by 7 scored in half if you do not have file folders. If you have a file folder, you cut 5 inches from the middle, 5 inches on the other side of the middle, and then 7 inches. So then it's all put together. And there you go. It looks really cute. So I have my sample journal that I put all my stuff in. And we're going to see, oh, right here's a great spot for this. So you could not glue paper on here and glue this down, or take a paper clip and paper clip it in. Just gonna leave it there. So you could easily just put it up here, paper clip from here if you wanted, or on the side. You could paper clip it like this, and that way you can still open it, or over the entire thing like that, and then it's in there in that journal. See, nice and thick. But like I said, you could also just glue it down, and you could also glue it down on just 3 sides and make the whole thing a pocket. But that would look really nice also just glued in. And this was the perfect page to pair with it. Oh my gosh. So there you go. That is my journal. It's not a card. Journal booklet. I don't know. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know what you think. And like I said, if I had something to write, like if this was in my journal, this would be, so today's the 20th, this would be the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Like that's how I would label it, and then I would do my journaling here, and that's where I would do my journaling, and that's what I would label the tabs with. But there you go. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is, what day is this going up? I don't know. Oh, this is going up Christmas Eve. So I will see you in the next video for my Christmas craft haul. Have a great rest of your day.